What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I made a video. I know I made a video at the beginning of summer talking about how we were going to be going to Pro Bro Down back in June, and we went, it rained, we didn't even get to drift. But while I was home up in PA, like I said before, the Drift V is living up there until the end of October for Haunted Moves. But we managed to get a little private day together, and I was able to turn some laps on the car. I was struggling a lot with grip, and my the exhaust hanger broke, and I was fighting that, so I didn't get as many laps as I wanted. But I kept taking grip out of the car, and I found some things that I basically need to address before Haunted Moves. And it's good because I haven't driven the car at E-Town since it had like stock angle and a high tread wear tire. So we went, I had some 200, 300 tread wear 265s, and with E-Town's grippier surface, I quickly learned that I need to take some grip out of the car. Now, I'll be able to do that when I go back up in October before the event. We'll take the mechanical grip, we'll take some mechanical grip out, we'll take some toe out, and then I can just use tire pressure to kind of, go from there. But I hope you guys enjoy these clips. We just got through Hurricane Idalia here. We were all good. I'm down a car, but 3,000 where it lives, and we had the Black V inside here. So we were all good in that sense, but I hope you guys enjoy these clips. Shout out to Brian Coyle, who came along and recorded for me, and he shot some pictures in the video. And then some of these clips are, my dad was there watching as well, and he was shooting some from the grid area. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. We're gonna start getting into some projects again now that we're actually in Florida for some time. We're gonna start messing with this thing again. So in the meantime, enjoy the Drift V content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So we were able to get some laps in. It was okay. The first part of it was a little bit of a struggle for me. I ended up breaking one of my exhaust hangers and my whole catback kept falling off the car and just dragging. So we had to waste a little bit of time. I would do a run, it would fall. At one point I ratchet strapped it up, made it through like almost an entire full track run, and then melted through the ratchet strap. And then we tried a bungee cord and then melted through the bungee cord. And then we were able to rig it up so that it would at least just hang enough that it wouldn't drag. And then we were good to go. Kept drifting. I was battling grip issues, which you will see. This was my first time running a 265 on the car. I still had toe in because it was set up like I was down in Florida where it's slick skid pad. I had it towed in, and I always was running like Westlakes and higher treadwear stuff down there. So I came to a grippier track like E-Town. I still had the same amount of toe in the rear, and then I had to put these 200 and 300 treadwear 265s up to like 60 psi, and even at times it was still a struggle until I would start to get through the tread, and then it would start to get easier. So honestly, probably got to run these things at like 70, but this was all just for practice, just for seat time. Towards the end, I started getting the hang of it. I went off track pretty good towards the end, blew my front bumper apart, which I'm a little bummed about, but it can be fixed. We can plastic weld it again, just like we've already done before. No other damage to the car, so you can't really complain in that sense. And then otherwise I was struggling with just the grip and the gearing. So I was ending up at like the top of second or too low in third gear where it was bogging. So I would enter in third, come up around that hill, but then by the time I'd be getting around that turn, I would be like, the car would be bogging down and I'm like floored and just wasn't having it. So then like after into turn 2, I had to downshift to second. Thing would be a rocket ship across the midfield up to the hairpin, and then I would have to upshift to third on the transition to the bank, which was like tough because in the 3000 I was always used to just set it in second gear. The gears are super long and just run any track, every track. This, I've never had to shift while drifting, so you'll probably see me struggling with that a little bit as well. But shout out to Coyle. Coyle came out and he shot some video and stuff, because honestly I didn't even get my GoPro out of my backpack. I bought it with the intentions on using it, and I'm glad I hit Coyle up to come hang out and shoot some stuff, because otherwise I would have had nothing. Basically we got to prepare for haunted moves, so this will be able to it gave me a good baseline of things to change and dial in before haunted moves. That way when we actually go do a club loose event, where we are going to get a little less seat time and we're going to be waiting in line and stuff, but hopefully the car is set up better where it just clicks off the get-go, and we'll be good to go. All right, so here we are. Let's start in the back. So I got the Mustang wheels on. I bought these saline wheels down in Florida and brought them up so that they would rub less with the 265s. That was the case, except for right here where it caught this lip and pulled it out. I ran into this issue on my black car too. So basically on entry, this thing is compressing so much that it's cutting into the sidewall of the wheel. So I'll basically have to just get my fender roller and get that tucked up real nice up in here. And the rest of it was good. These double walled quarter panels are really tough, but otherwise the Mustang wheels were working better. Got a little bit of camber wear because these things it does have some negative camber. It's the max negative that I could run right now until I slot the subframe, but overall not too bad. I'll show you some of the worn tires. Aside from the car being filthy, under here, that hanger, I also lost that tip piece, turn down piece. That hanger is the one that broke, and then we were able to pop that one back in eventually. It looks like it popped out again, and it's just sitting on the ratchet straps. So I gotta do something about that. I really need to get an exhaust made for this car. And then here you can see it was rubbing a little bit, but not nearly as bad. So that's not too bad. We were melting some of the vinyl here. But then as we come around the front, I popped the bumper off, but it got pretty roughed up here. So when I went off track, it wasn't until I came back on track that it all got ripped off.